Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty in the Garden. I'm T. So today I'm going to give you guys a garden tour and an update on the fall garden. Now I know a lot of our gardens is going through a transformation and everything is going a little messy, and it's time to straighten up and pull things out and set things in. So I want to show you guys what I have going on here. So down here I have here is the Dollar Tree baskets that are covering. Right now is my flat Dutch cabbages, and as you guys can see, when the tomatoes fail, I have so many volunteers. That means I'm going to have a ton of volunteers come spring. Or you can pop these out and overwinter them inside of your grow tent if you have one. Okay, but here is the flat Dutch cabbage. I have a board, you guys, sitting on top of it just to cast a little shade on the plant so the sun won't beat it up so much. So I just put a board over top of it just to give it a little shade. Okay, so as you guys can see, if you wanted to know why this board is on top. Okay, now right back here I have some peas growing back here. This is the Lush pink potted peas, and then over here I have here is some more peas. Now this is the yellow variety of shell peas that I planted back here, and y'all guys see all those skins? That is seed, you guys. I'm gonna have so many tomatoes that is gonna be growing, guys. It's gonna be crazy. I probably won't even have to even start any, but you know, we want a variety, so I definitely will be starting some more. And then right here is another flat Dutch cabbage that is growing here. Now I did pop in some kitchen scraps right here. As you guys can see, those onions down here, those are kitchen scraps as they're coming up, and I'm kind of going to give you guys a closer glimpse of what I mean. And you can kind of see the kitchen scrap right here, and you guys can see that they're popping up a multiple amount of onions. Okay, as here a little bit coming up here, these are kitchen scraps. So always save your onion bottoms. Cut about a ½ inch or an inch, just a little bit thicker, so you can make sure that you're going to get that growth. Okay, so try to do that, and then just pop it into the ground or let it start some root in some water, and it'll give you a head start, and then pop it into the soil. Okay, all right, let's head into the main garden. As you guys can see, some of the plants has been taking on a little bit of cool weather, and I'm just seeing just like a little bit of change here. Oh guys, this is huge. That is actually a carpenter bee and not a bumble. Okay, it's called a carpenter bee, and they tear up your wood. Okay, all right, so the salvias are going in. I do not know what happened to my stone crop, but I'm just going to pinch off these and pop them, you guys, into some soil, and then restart a whole nother batch of stone plants. Okay, then the chives I cut back, and they growing back already. Now they will stay green, you guys, all winter long. Okay, all right, into the main garden. All right, so down here I popped in along this bed, right? I popped in some carrots. Okay, some Napoleon carrots I popped along this bed right here. It was a pretty cool script. I don't know how it's going to do, but I might have to come back and pop in some different carrots. I'm not sure yet, but if I see it coming up, I will definitely come back and update you guys on the script carrot planting that a subscriber sent me. Okay, then over here in this bed is my radishes. Now I have in this bed here is watermelon right here. These are watermelon radishes. And then over here is the daikon, and I really love the daikon, so I will be planting more, but I will have to plant them in loose soil because they go really deep down into the ground. Okay, so I really want to plant some more of those. Okay, and then over here in these 20-gallon grow bags that another beautiful subscriber sent me, I'm telling you, I'm blessed. And back here I planted up Brussels. So as you guys can see the post right here, I planted a green and then a red Brussels sprouts along here. Okay, and then in front, y'all see my little teeny tiny mammoth cabbages that are planted right here. I think these are the mammoth red rock cabbages that I planted here. And then in here I planted a Napa cabbage. All right, so you guys, the garden is coming along really nicely. Some things has changed a lot, and I'm trying to kind of get myself caught up into the garden. There's a lot of work that needs to be done when we are transitioning from our summer crops to our winter crops. There are a lot of things to tear out and a lot of things to put in. So here is the tot soy. These tot soys are beautiful and they're doing really good. I don't know what happened here. It looked like something had a good time and decided to take out the heart of this. And I don't see any other leaves coming in, but I will just plant up a couple more tot soy anyway, so I can put in these pots over here just in case, because these petunias are not going to last unless I put them inside the greenhouse, and then they'll be all right. They actually will stay pretty good in the greenhouse till next season. But as you guys can see, this is a beautiful plant. This is the tot soy. And if you guys see this in your plant, I know some of you guys don't know, this is called a leaf miner, okay? A leaf miner. So you want to take care of that problem as well. Get some neem oil and spray your plants, okay? Let's go ahead along down here. There's a lot going on down here. So I have 6 broccoli plants right here. Then right along here, I planted up some wasabi radishes, okay, along this bed. I think this one right here on the end is a watermelon, but the rest are a wasabi. And then in between all of that, and you see all these little ones that I popped in throughout the bed. Now this is a great way to cover your ground, keep your ground from drying out, and they're quick growers. Is another smaller variety of radishes. So I planted in here French breakfast and the scarlet radishes, and you can kind of see them all sporadically throughout here. Now I did pop them into place. As you guys can see, they all are in a line and kind of in place underneath this. So this is a great way to grow more food in a small space, okay? Then over here, yay, this is my favorite, is all Napa cabbages. And as you guys can see, they're growing really nicely right here. That is some slug and snail damage, as you guys can see right there, but that's okay. We're going to take care of that. Ooh, the sun just came out really, really bright. And the same thing over here, but I need to pop in something right in this spot. I think I'm going to plant a Copenhagen cabbage right here. So this right here is just so far the main garden, what I have planted up. I have some extra broccoli here, and then what is this one? This right here is a Red Bull Brussels sprout. I need to find a place for that. One Brussels sprout that I have left. But here is the main garden so far with the winter crops. Okay, now I will be making sure that I have cover this year, so just in case we get a crazy cold snap, get ready and get prepared for that, because guys, you don't want to lose all your crops. All right, so as you guys can see, I still have a pepper, and I went ahead and let the okra go to seed, and as you guys can see, they're almost ready, and I'm going to go ahead and take those off, and I'll have some more seeds for next season. All right, let's go ahead this way. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of garden work going on. Over here, look at this beautiful red vein sorrel, you guys. This is a beautiful plant. It's very delicious. Try it out. Okay, this is called the red vein sorrel. All right. I still haven't got around to planting this up either. I don't think I had got around to planting any of these up. So just a little bit inside the grow tent. All right, so down here I still have a couple of peppers that I did keep in here. And this right here is the habaneros. You guys can see this plant is doing beautifully, guys, beautifully. Here is the Anaheims. Beautiful peppers that are coming on. Look at that in the season. So I'm just going to keep these in. I'm going to plant around them. And then down here, I planted golden beets. I know y'all guys probably can't see. They're teeny tiny little golden beets. Now I did individually plant these with Swiss chard beets. They actually are a pod, so you'll end up with multiple ones that you just kind of want to divide them out. Just give them a little space. They'll get a little bit bigger, okay? They do great still together, but I like to separate mine out so they can definitely get a little bit bigger. Now, as you guys can see, this is my Tabasco peppers. Yes. So it's a harvesting day coming soon where I'm going to come out here and really get and pick all these as much as I can. So this is over here in the main area. I'm starting to clean up the beds, okay? This is what's going on this side of the garden. Let's head, you guys, to the back. So actually, before we head to the back, this over here is a sand pit. I decided to do some serious, massive work over here, you guys. So I've been super busy. I'm glad you guys are tuning in and watching the channel and getting ready for your fall garden. So over here, I planted in these two containers, these two underneath these two bins, because there's only two I had left, believe it or not, is the Morris collards. They get really big, almost 36 inches. Down here is a parsley. This right here I popped in is a cauliflower, a cabbage, cauliflower, and then another cabbage. Then I popped in here some Swiss chard, some more onions that I've popped in from the bottoms, and they just gonna keep coming back. Then back here I popped in 3 purple broccoli, one here, one there, and then one right here. And then last but not least, I popped in another Morris collards. And as you guys can see, I still got some of my summer crops still planted in this bed. As you guys can see, look at the work. Look at the work. It is a lot of work going on. So you get to see some of the things that I'm working on. I have dug up all my purple queens so far. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to waste them. I will be doing at least 20 cuttings. 20 cuttings. That's the plan, to do 20 cuttings and then propagating them and putting them inside of my greenhouse. Okay, so as we go this way, because we're going to go ahead and head to the back garden. So we head into the back garden. It's a lot of work going on, and I mean so many different areas of the yard. Okay, so now you guys, we are at the back garden. So I have to repair this. Their peas that y'all guys didn't see in the last video, they have came up. So all of this is sweet peas. I am going to bring my trellis all the way down to the peas and let the peas climb up. And then in the front here, I have all cauliflower. This is all cauliflower. I have the white and the purple cauliflower planted. And then in the front of here that you can't see yet is elephant garlic. Elephant garlic is planted right along the border of this bed. Okay, so all this is just green peas, no purple or blue peas. It's just the green peas, okay, that are growing right here. And then on the side corner, I decided to pop in here some cilantro. Yes, some cilantro. I will be thinning them out just a little bit, spreading them out a little bit more in this corner, but this is all cilantro. Kind of marked it kind of so I can make sure I remind myself that that is cilantro. Okay, then here and then there, which has not grown back yet. I see a little bit of work, but I'm probably just going to take it up and put another one in. But this is Brussels sprouts, okay? Nothing is planted in this container yet besides those Brussels that are back there, okay? So over here we have some more Brussels. And then in front of these containers here are cabbages, okay? That's popped in the front. So I'm picturing the cabbages right here, and then right behind this is going to be the Brussels, which is going to grow up this. So basically I will be controlling it by making sure to go straight up so everything still gets this sunlight, just to make sure that all my plants get enough sunlight. So the Brussels are in the back and the cabbages are in the front. Then over here is the yellow and the pink Swiss chard, and right along here you guys can already see the garlic has emerged. Now this is a purple skinned garlic that I planted along the bed. I do see some leeks that are coming up. These are leeks from when I had the leeks planted here and they went to seed. I will dig them up and I will be planting them other places. And then all along here, like I said, all down the middle of here is purple broccoli. And then I mirrored it on the same side. I mirrored it the same as I mirrored it on that side. I have a yellow chard and a beautiful pink chard that is there. And then over here, I have the green Brussels sprouts in the back. And then I have the mammoth hard rock cabbage in the front. So all of this is pretty much filled up and done, besides the 2 blue totes right here. And I still have some planting space right along here in the middle of this particular bed. All right, so this is how everything is growing. I do have here some screen. Now, if you guys are worried about if your fabric or something that you're using in your garden is going to rot, buy screen. It'll last longer in the weather, and you don't have to worry about it as much. So this is my screen, and here's the fencing that I have. And what I do is I just cover it just like that, you guys, and it protects my plants. And as well, if I need to throw over some plastic later on, then I'll have some of this to use. But for the cauliflower, they are definitely going to get really big in this area, so I would definitely have to cut a fencing a lot bigger in this space. Okay, but you guys, here is the garden so far. Okay, it is doing great. I'm ready to pop in and plant some more. But before we head out and go, y'all see all my weeds I got to do? Yeah, I've been working really hard to get all this done. In my garage, I have the rest of my starts, in which I still have a ton of starts left to plant up. Okay, in here. And then down here I have some more. All right, some more that I started. So I have a lot that I want to go ahead and plant up throughout the garden. Guys, we're at the end of this video. I hope you guys are getting your gardens cleaned up and getting ready for your fall and winter crops. And if you cannot do planting outside, try to see and look into a grow tent and see if you can grow some of your things indoors. As you guys can see, there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done. We're going to get it done, and we're going to get ready, you guys, for our fall and winter crops. And like I always tell you guys, remember, there's beauty in everyone's garden. And bye-bye for now. Follow us on our social media platforms. We have multiple platforms. I will leave them all in the description box below. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, you guys.